to be working on some sword training. We have 3 traditional Korean sword patterns that I want to review. But before we get started with that, we need to know how to present our sword. So what we always do is carry our sword on the outside of our body, 45-degree angle, okay, with your right leg. And this is called presenting the sword. You bring the sword handle right in front of your face. The hand's going to be about as high as your head. Then you're going to run your left hand down the length of the sword and then tip it up parallel to the floor. And then you're going to raise it as you go forward so you can see right underneath the sword. And you're going to hold it in that position for 10 seconds. So leaning forward about 10 degrees and holding it for 10 seconds. Then bring it into your left side of your belt. Okay, now from here, this is where we're going to be able to use the sword. So I'm going to show you the first pattern. It's called chungar. That's Korean for samurai. So I'm going to turn my back towards you. So from this position, I'm going to step out into a sitting stance and shoot my arm up at a 45-degree angle. Then chop downward, chamber, slice across, chamber, slice across, 45-degree angle slash. Then my sword comes behind me, dull side. I'm going to run my left hand on the dull side and come chopping down. Then from here, blocking upward, this one. Then left hand comes chopping down again. Then I wipe, so I go counterclockwise this way. Left, the dull side over my left thumb, back in, and then back into the belt this way. Then right foot back to left. That's our first pattern, chungar. The second pattern is known as twilight. So from here, I draw my sword out, one, then I'm going to stick it downward, 45-degree angle. I'm going to pull it back out, spin the sword around my body, again, dull side, always over the left thumb, back into the belt, but only halfway. Then we're going to turn and pull it out and strike our opponent, then over the head, striking across. Then from here I turn and I stab my opponent this way, thrusting. Right foot comes forward, bring the sword even to your nose. You can see down the blade. Then dropping it to your right side, chop forward one. Then wipe, step back slightly with your left foot, run the dull side over the back of your left thumb, and then back into the belt. Left foot returns to right foot. Our third pattern is known as 4 seasons. From this position, we're going to go to a right walking stance and bring the sword up one, that's blade up. Spin the blade and bring it over your right shoulder, chop down. Then 45-degree angle, right walking stance. Slip the left leg back and chop back this way into a back stance. Then left foot slips to the right foot and chop forward one, wipe. Same as in twilight. And back into the belt. Left foot step forward. Those are our 3 traditional Korean sword patterns.